Guys, so in class, Lily had this really good idea. I really appreciate how she is looking at different ways to present content in the website. So she had a really good idea of this, having this scrolling things, continuously scrolling thing, showing places where alumni have built their careers in. I think, yeah, that's what yeah, so that's the headline she has, but you know, I changed a little bit slightly. So it's like this, and it makes a lot of sense to present this. It kind of shows the strength of this program, and it's in the home page, although it's at the end of the page, but still in the home page, and it efficiently shows some of the big names and places where our alumni have been working, right? So let's see how to build this, okay? And in this video, this is what we're gonna do. All right, let's go to Figma. I actually did that, so I'm gonna take this out, okay, so that I can show you from the start. So what I did here is that basically I have alumni work. Okay, I have a section that says alumni work, and I have this title. I'm going to center this. Okay, there you go. I have this section where I want logos scrolling continuously. Okay, and many websites actually they do this thing, especially I have seen in software providers. They show like what companies have used their software and so on. So let's see how to do that. Okay, in this case we are trying to scroll all the different big companies where our alumni are working. Okay, so let's go. I'm gonna steal the list of logos that she has. Okay, I'm gonna copy that. I'm gonna paste it here. Wow, that's super big for my page. Let me adjust this, and this is I'm copying her components, so which is good. I just need to adjust some things. So basically the size, I need to resize this. To do that, it already has auto layout, which is perfect. I'm gonna say scroll logos, right? And by default, I don't want any gap between items on this layer. Here, 0, 0. Okay. In this layer, you know what? I am going to show you from the very like the bare bones, how you start let's say a list with a list of logos. Command X. I'm not saying that she is doing it wrong, but for those who need help with creating components and so on, I think this would be a good tutorial for that as well. So I have list of these logos, right? I'm gonna shift, oops, I'm going to say shift A, which means I'm putting them in an auto layout. I'm gonna call this logo scroll. There you go. And here I want to say gap between items. I need some gap between items here. For now, I don't know what exactly will fit, but I'll say huge. Whoa. Oh yeah, maybe because it's this like super big, so 128 pixels is not much. What I'm going to do is I'll say hug, which is good, and I will change the height of all these logos to, let's say, 50 pixels. I think now we are talking, right? Let's just see how this might look like in the web page, in the website. This is just, I'm just previewing this. Play that. Looks good. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, this looks fine. Whoa, this logo is messed up. Let me fix that. Okay. So where did it go? Command Z, Command Z. Okay, here. This logo is messed up. Now, let's see. Let me fix this logo first. It looks like this was a vector layer. What I can do is right click and say flatten it. So flatten, right? It had many layers, now it is like one vector layer. So this is what we have, right? And now I can change its size to, let's say 46, okay? Wow, still does that. Oh, well, this is what I need to click, okay? 46. Now it keeps the aspect ratio same, all right? Now I think this should look fine. We can always come back and change, but this looks fine. Okay, this is the number of logos I want to scroll. You know what? Let's see. What's the? If you want like a lot of logos continuously going, then yeah, this should be fine. I mean, it's basically you need more logos. The width of the logos should be more than the width of this web page. Okay, so once you have that, and this is fine, I can also make a copy of it and add if I want, but I think this should be fine. All right, we have that, right? So we have this logo. What we want to do is we want to create a component set in which we want to animate these the two variants. Okay, so let's do this. I'm thinking, so to make these things scroll, we need an additional container which is shorter than this shorter than the container that holds all the logos. So I'm going to do, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say Shift A, right? This is another frame, another auto layout, scroll content, right? I'm going to call this logos. There you go. So this scroll content should be shorter, okay? And I don't want any padding or any gap between item on this scroll content. For logos, yeah, I need gap between items to be 128, but for scroll content, I don't want that. All I want is this scroll content to be shorter, like so, okay? Exact width as the width of the website. Now, see this logos, the container that holds all the logos, it's longer or wider than scroll content, right? Now it should, you should be able to scroll, or things will now start to scroll. Let's quickly check this. We'll go to the prototype, right? Interaction norm, scrolling to horizontal. Let's do horizontal, and now I'm going to Command C, Command V, paste it here. Now this is looking fine. There you go. Now see, manually I can move this, right? Manually this is working fine. This is looking okay. I think I'll make this slightly smaller, or gap between items. This title and that logo, I think I need a little bit of gap. So I need a little bit of gap here. So variable, maybe say that's too much. Oops. Okay, I think this should be fine. So this is looking good, but I don't want it like this. What I want to do is I want to create this as a component. So create this as a component. There you go, right? And make sure it is aligned to the left. Okay, what I'm selecting here is this, look, scroll content, right? Make sure it is aligned to the left. and then now create another variant, right? I have another variant, and then in this one make sure it is aligned to the right. So what we are doing, basically we are saying that on variant 1, this is the first one, or it's aligned to the left, and on variant 2 this is aligning to the right. So if we animate this, right, align left and align right, if we animate this, it will look like they are going from left to right. Okay, the logos are scrolling from left to right. And let's see, oops, so this is default and this is variant 2, right? Just wanted to do something like that. Okay, now what I want to do is go to prototype, and so what you want to do is not on click but after a delay. Okay, you don't want anyone clicking on that scrolling thing. What you want is it automatically starts to scroll, and for that you want to select after delay. Okay, and how much delay do you want for the animation to start? I want it to start immediately, which is 0 milliseconds. Okay, immediately, do not delay. Basically what you're saying, do not delay, trigger this action as soon as possible, right? Which is 1 milliseconds. Change to variant 2. Do you want it instant? No, we want smart animate, right? So this is the key here. Okay, how many seconds do you want that animation to take? I want it to take some time, maybe like 5 seconds, right? 5,000 milliseconds, or maybe 10,000 milliseconds, 10 seconds. Let's see. Let's add that. Okay, we have that. So we have this component ready, right? So it'll start from left to right, scrolling left to right. Now assets, I'm going to say logo scroll, insert. Oops. Something is wrong, or what? Scroll content. Logo scroll. I'm just gonna say rename that. Now assets scroll. No. Logo scroll, right? Logo scroll, insert instance. Okay, this is the instance I want to use. So here, there you go. I have that. Let's check it out. There you go. Scrolling, scrolling, scrolling. Uh-oh, it ends. It stops over there. I want it to continuously scroll. I don't, from after Landor, I want it to again begin, I want it to go back to Jasco. So to do that, what I can say is, look, we can say, so it started and it stopped, right? But as soon as it stops, you want it to go back to the previous state. Okay, not on click but after delay, which means like nobody has to do anything. Automatically, as soon as it completes, go to default. And so as soon as, meaning like 0 milliseconds, which is 1 millisecond in Figma. Change to default smart animate linear. Okay, so yeah, that should do the trick. So what we are basically saying is that animate this, right, from variant 1 to variant default variant, where the logos are aligned to the left, right? We are animating those logos to variant 2, where the logos are aligned to the right, so it's moving from left to right. And then once the animation, the first animation is complete, what we are saying is go back to the first state where the variant is logos are aligned to the left, and again start the animation. So that's what we are saying, okay, with these two uh, um, animation prototype or these two links, okay, after delay. So let's see if it works. Whoa. Fresh. Okay, there you go. So I'm gonna wait until pentagram and then land. Whoops. Funny, isn't it? It's like going left and right. Huh. Why might that be? Let me check. Oh, I see. Look, you want to go back, but do not smart animate. We don't want to see the logos now going backwards, right? We want it to instantly go to the first state, right? Now, this should solve the problem. Excuse me. Pentagram and then yeah, I mean this is working fine, but it looks a little weird, right? um, what if I added, so you can't see it here, but look, I think what it needs is this. On the default, these logos, I'm gonna add one more copy of this and say horizontal. One 28, sorry. Okay, 128. I want it 128. So goes there. Oh, pentagram and door. Okay. I mean, this I think will fix the issue we are having. And then this should also have capital items to 128. Okay. Now let's see. How cool is that? Okay, refresh. It's a little bit faster because now the length of the logos, they are like quite long. And I think, yeah, because it's quite long, yeah, there is still a little bit of, you know, it's not like continuous smooth scroll, right? But I guess for the prototyping purpose, I think this should be fine. It's less obvious now with two strands or longer logos, but I'm gonna just keep one of them, so this is fine, so that you know there is this little slower animation going on. Okay, yeah, this is how you would create your continuous scroll of things, logos, or anything like that. Okay, again, Lily, this was really cool. Yeah, I'm gonna steal it and have it in my prototype as well. All right.